Hey one, hey all, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be looking at Dead Prime. I know it's alternate universe Optimus Prime, but it's more fun to say Dead Prime, and he's going to be our focus this time around in the latest Got True review. Hey one, hey all, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, your most humble of hosts, Dennis Moulton, aka Gotbot. As always, man, please like, comment, share, of course subscribe, and while you're at it, light 'em up, baby! Hit that notification bell, please. It helps me out a ton. It lets you know when content of all sorts goes up here on the channel. Check out Machinery of Man and the Everything Factor, all the groups that I'm either a mod or an admin for, as well as all of my social media links. All of that in the description down below, also in the description down below. And if you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use that donate link. You can check us out on Patreon. You can see what we offer to you through Spring, or of course you can hit the join button right here on YouTube and become a channel member. And this is the alternate universe Optimus Prime. I wasn't planning to necessarily get this, but I did get it for a specific reason that we'll talk about as we go through. It's the Earthrise Prime. This should be a fairly quick, easy one. I don't need to show the transformation. We know this. I have shown it in both modes before. So without any further ado, how about we head over to the table and take a closer look at this guy. And here we are with Dead Prime, and we have actually really nice box work here. I like that the grill is damaged just like it's supposed to be on Optimus when he is meeting his demise at the end. Then we have up here in his cracked up chest, we have Hot Rod, Magnus, and RC. Up top where his head should be, we really just have Optimus Prime and an Autobot logo. On this side we have his smokestack and his smokestack, and then on the back it's like at the back of Optimus Prime. Down at the bottom is Optimus's waist. So actually really nice box art. When we open this, of course Optimus is in there. Mine has the ties and stuff removed, so we can get rid of the box and see what else is inside of it. We got ourselves some gigantic instructions. We all know how to do this transformation by now. I have shown it here on the channel in both directions already. I looked at the Earthrise Optimus Prime in comparison with the Siege Optimus Prime back in episode 667. I looked at my custom differences that I did with my Earthrise Optimus Prime just to make him a bit more ideal in episode 671. And I looked at the transformation going from truck back to robot with the shattered glass version in episode 809. So 667 if you want to see the transformation from robot to vehicle, and going from vehicle back to robot would be episode 809. So I'm not actually going to show the transformations herein. And I'm not going to lie, while I initially thought way back in episode 667 that I preferred the Siege mold, I really have had the Earthrise one grow on me as time has passed. Plus, I really did a lot of custom work with our regular Optimus down on the end. By the way, the blaster in his hand is a resin cast that Dragonfly did for me of the Centurion Pack blaster, as well as the axe. And the axe I actually, I'll say painted, for lack of a better term, with a hickory stain rather than a paint. And it worked out really well. Now, when we talk about the Dead Prime, let's talk about his paint apps first here in the center. Oh, I'll also note he does come with the blaster. He comes with actually a nice silver version of it. This guy's, the Shattered Glasses blaster, is the same color as his thighs and his hands. I don't have it down here with me, I should have. And well, Optimus is, you know what it is. In terms of our Shattered Glass lad here, starting from the feet and going up. So the lower leg, or I guess his toes, should be light gray. They're not. His lower leg should be indeed black. The silver that's on the vents shouldn't be there, should be all black, but I mean, I'm okay with the silver on the vents. The thighs are the right color. You'll notice in the center of his pelvis, I actually painted black. Like the center of this guy's pelvis is not this greeny yellow color. It's too hard to match. I also painted the center of the pelvis of Earthrise Optimus, because that should be done. The grill, that's fine, although it would be nice if there was damage on the actual grill instead of it just being silver. The damage that's painted on him is just a black splotch to indicate where the damage would be. When we go up to the chest shouldn't have like kind of grayed out or browned out greened out. I don't know what color you call these windows. That's slightly off. They should just be like kind of plain, but I'm cool with it because it looks like it matches. So I don't have a problem with that at all. On the arms, the hands, they should be black like they are, but going right up the arm should be just gray. Right down to the bicep. Bicep is black here, so that's not quite right. The damage to the head and whatnot, cool. When you open up the chest, again, like that should be kind of gray and black. If we open up his chest here, you'll see that's mostly silver. I like the silver, I'm okay with it. He comes with a matrix, just like all these have. So he has his blaster, he has his matrix. The only real new thing here is the damage on the head sculpt, which I do like. Overall, for the look of the guy, it is definitely close enough that you know what it is. I'm going to say 9.75. We will look closely at the head for just a moment. Actually, I thought we would just take a second and kind of go up the body here. Hopefully it stays in focus. We'll see. You can see the black that I painted there. You can see the little black over here on the side for his damage, but it's not, like nothing has changed there. Nothing is molded different. Then we come to the head, which I am going to go in even closer on because that is a new mold. I mean, look at that, man. You got the paint on the mask. I don't think that's molded different, but look at the damage to the earpieces. Look at the dead eyes. It's well done, man. As with every single version of this mold, of course, his blaster can come out of his hand, fold up, and store right there on his back. Nice and clean, I'm cool with it. It can also store side on, like if you're like, this is sticking out far too much, I don't like it. Because that's the way you kind of do it for truck mode, but for robot mode, if you want, you can have it flat against his back like that, so that's cool. In terms of the look for the guy, remember, 9.75. What about the articulation? We have a head that goes left and right. The arms, of course, go all the way around, out to the side, bicep swivel, 90-degree elbow, wrist swivel, base pin at the knuckle, and the fingers can open and close. We do have a waist. It does get kind of hindered by the stuff back here a bit, but you can work around it for sure. The legs all the way out to the side. They go all the way? No, they only go back that far. Go forward that far. Thigh swivel. Deep knee over 90 degrees. Ankle tilt and toe, heel toe forward and back. It has everything that I could want out of an Optimus Prime. Individual articulation of the fingers is the only thing. Because of the slight hindrance of the waist swivel, like, I mean, it's there, but because you either have to kind of move stuff out of the way or you have to accept, like, he's only going to go so far. I can't say that that's absolutely perfect, but again, 9.75, you know? I mean, it is what it is. In terms of the transformation, I'm going to tell you now, that's pretty much flawless. That's about a 9.5, 10. Again, we'll say 9.75. It's almost as perfect as you could hope for. We don't need to go through it. We've seen it both times, but I do want to talk about this. That's right, our truck modes. Now, to be fair, I have 3 trailers here. That being the black version that came with Nemesis Prime, and I do have an add-on kit on that. I looked at that a long time ago, and I guess you could say I kind of done it in parts. The actual Nemesis Prime I looked at in episode 784. Then I looked at some 3D printed accessories in episode 804, and finally I looked at the non-F upgrade pack or upgrade kit for this guy in episode 827. I love my Nemesis Prime. And I'm glad that he came with the trailer and all of his doodads. Then we have Optimus. Before you ask, this is the Second Chance SC01, SC02, I don't remember what it is now, trailer. It's meant to go with the Age of Extinction Optimus. I do have a little 3D printed adapter there. So this is the one I actually use with this guy now. I think it's a better size. I think it's a, you know, not just a better trailer, but a better size than this one. Nevertheless, I mean, it's obviously bigger too, right? I mean, you can see that difference. Nevertheless, I do like this trailer, even though it might be slightly diminutive. I don't feel like Dead Prime needs the trailer because dude's dead. I'm just saying, right? I'm just throwing that out there that the dude's not alive. Me personally, however, I do need, and I'm going to take that out of it, I do need a trailer for this guy, my Shattered Glass Optimus Prime. And I know, before everybody loses their mind and says, Yeah, but that's no good because that's supposed to be black. Look, I haven't decided yet. Either this trailer will work fine with Nemesis, and I can transfer the Nemesis trailer over here and do something about that Autobot symbol, or I'll leave it the way it is, because honestly, I've seen this done before and I kind of like it. Here's the thing. I don't think that the Dead Prime needs the trailer, so I have an extra one now wherever I kind of want to use it, and I'm happy about that, especially when it comes to the Shattered Glass Lad, because I really feel like he needed a trailer. Whether I go with the black or this one, we'll see. As for the Dead Universe Prime, definitely not necessary. If you're not connected to that scene, I would understand why you would skip it. But if you want all the versions of this mold, if you are connected to that, if you think it'd be really cool to have it, this is another absolutely successful use of the Earthrise Optimus mold. It's 9.75 for look, 9.75 for articulation. I'm going to say 9.75 for transformation. Hard to go wrong when you have almost top-notch scores. And here we are once again, and here he is. So if you want to relive the traumatic horror that was the death of Optimus Prime in your youth, you could do it every day with this guy. It's fine. It's not perfect in terms of the color layout, but it's fine. We know what it is, no doubt. For me, the real star here is the extra trailer, because now I kind of have the option of how I want to set up my Nemesis Prime and my Shattered Glass Optimus Prime. Really, really happy to have it for that. I thought that the gray would be a little more gray. It's more of a warm gray, like it has kind of almost like brownish undertones to it. If you know the Titans Return Power Master Optimus Prime, it's kind of that sort of gray, rather than like a cool, more metallic, more like blue inspired cool colors type of gray. Nevertheless, I like the look of the trailer. The Optimus works just fine. I do wish that the injury on his side was a little bit more than just a splotch of black paint, but you know, it is what it is. I don't mind it at all. It's tight, it feels good, it transforms just as well as any of them have. Either you like the mold or you don't like the mold. If you like it, this is another win. If you don't like it, well, it is what it is. Let me know what you think about Alternate Universe Optimus Prime. I appreciate you guys coming by, giving me some of your extremely valuable time. I do know how important it is to you. If you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. You can check us out on Patreon. You can see what we offer to you through Spring, or of course hit the join button right here on YouTube. While you're at it, hit the subscribe button, stick around, have some fun with us here on the channel, and don't forget, man, that somehow, some way, each and every single day, you do make a difference. Whether you know it or not, you do make a difference. And I look forward to the next time that you and I get together to have another visit, either in the live streams on Thursday nights at the stop motion premieres or the old-fashioned way, right here, inside the videos.